Welcome to Top Fact Amazing. Animals come in all shapes and sizes, but if you're like me, you know that size is everything. I'm not talking about the famously large animals like elephants or blue whales. There are plenty of surprisingly huge animals across different species that most people have never even heard of. So let's take a look at some of the biggest animals of their kind. Largest mosquito. Let's start with one of the most despised animals around, the mosquito. Normally, these bloodsuckers reach a maximum size of about half an inch. But if you're in China, be prepared for much larger ones. Believed to be the world's biggest mosquito, this insect was discovered in Sichuan province a few years ago, measuring an impressive 3 inches. Initially mistaken for a cranefly, researchers later found that this insect actually feeds on larvae. Despite not being a bloodsucker, it earned the nickname Big Mosquito in Chinese. At 10 times the size of an average mosquito, it's hard to believe this isn't even the worst of it. More than 800 species of giant mosquito have been discovered in China, with about 100 of them found in Sichuan province alone. Looks like hell on earth might actually exist. Largest horse. Over the centuries, humans have bred horses for all kinds of tasks, from speed and stamina for riding to strength for working fields and pulling heavy carts. For the latter, serious power is required, and that's where the Shire horse comes in. As the largest breed of horse, the tallest and heaviest horse ever recorded was a Shire named Samson, believed to have been born around 1846. Horses are traditionally measured in hands from the hoof to the ridge between their shoulder blades, with an average Shire horse standing around 16 hands, or about 5'3". Samson, however, towered at 21.2 hands, an incredible 7 feet 2 inches tall. His peak weight was estimated at 3,360 pounds, though this was never confirmed. Other horses have since come close, but none have matched Samson's record, not even Brooklyn Supreme, a Belgian red roan stallion and draft horse who stood at 19.2 hands, about 6'6", and weighed around 3,200 pounds. If you're looking for a modern-day giant, check out the tallest living horse, simply known as Big Jake. He stands at a massive 20.2 hands, or 6'8", the same height as LeBron James. Though I'm not sure LeBron would be much good at pulling a cart. Largest living cat. Dog lovers, you might want to look away. Meet Hercules, the largest cat currently on Earth. This giant could easily be mistaken for a lion, and his stripes might have you thinking he's a tiger. But he's actually both. Hercules is a liger, a unique hybrid of a male lion and a female tiger. According to National Geographic, ligers lack certain growth-inhibiting genes, which means there's no natural limit on their size, a trait they'd typically inherit from their parents. At an incredible 10 feet 9 inches from nose to tail and weighing a massive 922 pounds, Hercules consumes about 30 pounds of meat daily, the weight of an average 2-year-old child. So, for everyone's safety, it's best to keep hands away from his enclosure unless you want Hercules making headlines as the next Harambe. Largest bull. When I ask you to picture the world's biggest bull, what comes to mind? Maybe something like this incredibly muscular Belgian blue with a rare genetic mutation? This powerhouse of the animal kingdom looks impressive at around 2,700 pounds, but even with all that muscle, it falls short of the current title holder. You may have recently seen headlines about Knickers, the massive Australian Holstein steer, weighing in at around 3,086 pounds and standing 6'4". While he certainly stands out in a herd of average cattle, he's still not the largest bovine breed. That title goes to the Chianina, an Italian draft cattle breed believed to be one of the oldest and biggest in the world. In 1955, a Chianina bull named Dinetto claimed the record for the world's heaviest bull, reportedly weighing between 3,840 and 3,920 pounds. That's about the same as a Mercedes-Benz E-Class. Now that's a whole lot of bull. Largest rat. New York City is home to some of the world's most famous rats, like the legendary pizza rat, garbage rat, and this absolute beast, which could easily pass for Master Splinter on his day off. But even at this size, New York rats are no match for those found in the depths of Papua New Guinea. From the country that brought you giant tarantulas and monster cockroaches, meet the 32-inch Bosavi woolly rat. Discovered by a team on a jungle expedition back in 2009, this furry nightmare is about the size of a small dog. Weighing roughly 3.3 pounds and showing almost no fear of humans, it could almost be considered cute. If only it weren't one of the most unsettling sights I've ever seen. Largest rodent. On the friendlier side of the otherwise terrifying rodent spectrum is the largest rodent of them all, the oddly adorable capybara. Native to South America, you can tell just by looking at them that they're closely related to guinea pigs and, more distantly, chinchillas. Adult capybaras can grow up to 4 feet 4 inches in length and weigh as much as 146 pounds, though they're more commonly about the size of a typical family dog. Females tend to be slightly heavier than males, with the heaviest recorded weights at 200 pounds for a female and 162 pounds for a male, both in Uruguay. For perspective, the average American adult female weighs around 170 pounds, and the average male about 197 pounds. I guess we're all just guinea pigs in the end. Largest jellyfish. It's not every day you come across a creature without a brain, blood, or even a heart that can still weigh over 200 kilograms. Meet the lion's mane jellyfish, the largest jellyfish species in the world. The biggest recorded specimen was found in 1865 off the coast of Massachusetts, with a bell over 7 feet wide and tentacles stretching an astonishing 112 feet. That's 12 feet longer than an average blue whale. These translucent giants can have up to 1,200 tentacles fanning out in every direction and tend to stay near the surface of the water, making them a literal hazard. In 2010, the 40-pound corpse of a lion's mane jellyfish washed up off the coast of New Hampshire's Wallace Sand State Beach and reportedly stung nearly 150 beachgoers. That's fine, I didn't want to go near the ocean again anyway. Largest snail. Ever tried snails? With the right seasoning, they're a bit of rubbery goodness. But this giant might make even the most daring French food lover hesitate. Meet the African land snail, the largest known land gastropod, a group that includes snails and slugs living exclusively on dry land. The largest recorded specimen reached an impressive 15.5 inches from snout to tail, with a shell length of 10.75 inches. Stretching almost as long as a human forearm, there's nothing small about this mollusk. Largest slug. And while we're on the topic of massive mollusks, let's talk about the giant slug in the room, the black sea hare. This is the largest slug in the world, growing up to 30 pounds on a diet of seaweed and kelp. But it's no ordinary slug. Its body features a small internal shell and 2 large wing-like flaps, called parapodia, which it uses to swim gracefully. At a potential 3 feet long, black sea hares have few predators and are non-toxic, though apparently, they're a lot slimier than they look. Hope you're not squeamish. Largest shark. When you hear the word shark, does the Jaws theme start playing in your head? The great white shark is an incredible fish, famous for its size and carnivorous appetite. The largest known great white alive today is called Deep Blue, a 20-foot female estimated to be at least 50 years old. Most female great whites only reach around 16 feet, making her especially impressive. But she's not the biggest fish or shark in the ocean. On the other end of the predator spectrum is the whale shark. A slow-moving, filter-feeding carpet shark, the whale shark grazes along the ocean on a diet of krill and copepods, behaving more like a whale than a shark. Still, as a fish, it relies on gills for oxygen, placing it in the same category as the great white, just much, much bigger. Whale sharks average around 30 feet in length, but there's an unconfirmed record from 1995 of a 68-foot whale shark spotted off the coast of Ratnagiri, India. If true, this would make it over 3 times the length of a great white. Step aside, Jaws. Largest frog. Would you ever keep a frog as a pet? How about one the size of a house cat? I wish I was joking, but meet the Goliath frog, an endangered species native to Cameroon and Equatorial Guinea that can reach an impressive 7 pounds and a foot in length. Their incredible size and unique features have made them prized as pets and even a food source for locals. Their eyes can be as wide as an inch, which is actually larger than the eyes of most humans. This size not only grants them a slightly longer lifespan of around 15 years in the wild, but their powerful hind legs also let them leap nearly 10 feet. Now those are legs that go all the way up. Largest crab. Humans are at the top of the food chain, no question. But can you rip open a coconut with your bare hands? Probably not, but this alien-looking creature absolutely can. Meet the coconut crab, named for its ability to split open coconuts with its powerful claws. It's the largest land-dwelling invertebrate in the world, and despite the viral photo that makes it look nightmarish, it's not as huge as it seems. Coconut crabs can reach a maximum leg span of around 3 feet and weigh up to 10 pounds, so while it may look like something out of a horror movie, you're probably safe. Probably. But if you're after the true king of crabs, that title belongs to the Tasmanian king crab. The males of this species have one massive, oversized claw that accounts for much of their weight, giving them a somewhat lopsided look. Unlike teenage boys, though, these crabs grow slowly and live long lives, reaching up to 39 pounds, the weight of an average human leg. And then there's the Japanese spider crab, or Takashigani in Japanese, which translates literally to long-legged crab. This gangly sea creature has the largest leg span of any crab, reaching up to 18 feet from claw to claw. Its body alone can grow up to 16 inches in width, bringing its total mass to a whopping 42 pounds. Sweet Jesus, someone get the fire and maybe a little butter. That's my list. Which one blew your mind? Let me know in the comments, and thanks for watching. Humans are at the top of the food chain, no question. But can you rip open a coconut with your bare hands? Probably not, but this alien-looking creature absolutely can. Meet the coconut crab, named for its ability to split open coconuts with its powerful claws. It's the largest land-dwelling invertebrate in the world, and despite the viral photo that makes it look nightmarish, it's not as huge as it seems. Coconut crabs can reach a maximum leg span of around 3 feet and weigh up to 10 pounds, so while it may look like something out of a horror movie, you're probably safe. Probably. But if you're after the true king of crabs, that title belongs to the Tasmanian king crab. The males of this species have one massive, oversized claw that accounts for much of their weight, giving them a somewhat lopsided look. Unlike teenage boys, though, these crabs grow slowly and live long lives, reaching up to 39 pounds, the weight of an average human leg. And then there's the Japanese spider crab, or Takashigani in Japanese, which translates literally to long-legged crab. This gangly sea creature has the largest leg span of any crab, reaching up to 18 feet from claw to claw. Its body alone can grow up to 16 inches in width, bringing its total mass to a whopping 42 pounds. Sweet Jesus, someone get the fire and maybe a little butter. That's my list. Which one blew your mind? Let me know in the comments, and thanks for watching.